Hi folks, this is Vincent Adeli with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to check out Dice Manor. This game supports 2 to 4 players, it's for ages 14 and up, and the average play time is 30 to 45 minutes. So the way we play, probably 2 hours. So, Dice Manor, we just got this game in the mail courtesy of Arcane Wonders, so thank you so much for that. This will be our first time attempting the game, so we might get a roll wrong or two. But as I always say, we're here to spread awareness, have some fun, and show off some really cool games. We try to get all the rules right, but we don't. Anyway. So here's a quick look at the box insert before we get started. These are player tiles that we're not using because we're not using those colors, some extra inspiration tokens that we'll be drawing from throughout the game. There are some other like colored dice and pieces in here of the player colors that we're not using, and there are some reference card as well. And I love that there are slots for the different rooms that you will eventually be placing out. So that's the box insert there. Each player will get one of these double-sided like reference cards. They're kind of helpful. There's the phases per round, which we'll get back to, dice locations where you can put dice and other things to talk about. In this game, we are going to be building a manor. And we're going to be inviting people into our manor and trying to earn victory points. We can earn victory points a lot of different ways. So rather than me sit here for 10 minutes and explain the rules, it's just easier to explain as we go. Off to my left, off camera, you cannot see, are stacks of face-down rooms. This is one room type. There is a library symbol here, and that's representative of this symbol here. I've got another one here, another stack of these like dining room tiles. That's what this is here. So I've got 6 stacks off to my left, one for each of these here. And at the beginning of the game, you're going to draw one of each tile stack and put them in their respective space. We'll be able to bid and win these rooms and place them into our manor. I start with a starter area. This is like the entrance hall. I have the green room and the green dice and everything else green. And she's got the orange dice and starting room and so on. This is the victory point track over here, and we'll be using our cubes to track that throughout the game. This advertising area, will be able to move our little house to the right, and as we do so, we earn these victory points. I'll go ahead and zoom in so you can kind of see what we're talking about. But we're going to be moving our house from left to right, and as we pass these numbers and land on them, we also earn victory points off to the right here. At the same time, we'll also be able to move these dice from right to left. That does not score us points. However, when these two meet up onto the same spot, we'll be able to claim that die and use it for the next round, so that pretty much immediately, in order to roll more dice, because rolling more dice is both fun and the right thing to do if you want to score a lot of points. So you can get victory points with this area here and also earn some extra dice. Players can earn up to 2 extra dice, possibly, throughout the game. So that's what this area is here. There's also a round tracker off to the left. The game is played over 4 rounds. There is a 5th round that's kind of a bonus round, and there's only one thing that players will do during the 5th round, and I'll get into that in a little bit. So as far as what a round would typically look like, there's 4 steps to a round. There's bidding, where we'll be rolling dice and bidding on rooms to try and win them, putting them in the advertising area here to try and win first place or second place in order to move our houses and move dice toward the houses and score some points in the process. And the third thing that we can do with our dice is to place them in our already built manor, whatever rooms we possibly have, and try and earn points that way. And without some examples, it's going to be difficult to show you what that's like. We'll get to it when we get to it. But suffice it to say, during the bidding phase, we're going to be placing dice. Then we're going to collect the rewards for placing those dice. And the third phase, we're going to be building rooms that we've won in the bidding area. And then lastly, we're going to reset everything. All of these rooms go away if we haven't won them. We're going to draw some new rooms out there. The first player token goes to the other player, and back and forth we go. We do that 4 times. And then again, there's a special thing that we do in the 5th round. Because of table space reasons, I'm going to try and like zoom out every now and again, just so you can see the manor that we're going to be building off to our sides here. But for the most part, I'm going to try and keep this zoomed in a little bit so you can see, you know, what we're doing with our dice and so on. So you may get a little seasick, hopefully not. We also start the game with these inspiration tokens. Each player gets 2 of these, and they're double-sided. And when you use them, you can either use them to increase or decrease a die by 1, and it does wrap around. So a 1 can become a 6, and a 6 can become a 1. The other thing that you can use an inspiration token for is to just select any number of dice and re-roll them before you pick a number and bid on something. So that's what these here are. We can earn more throughout the game as consolation prizes and the like. So that's a high-level overview of what's going on. We'll just jump into it, and hopefully you'll start picking up the details as we go. So with that being said, you've got the first player token here. So the first thing you're going to do is take all of your dice and roll them.
All right.
Yeah, good. You got this. Okay, so that's beautiful. Try and roll them over here because we're going to be placing dice over here. So the first thing you do when you roll dice is you sort them by value.
Yep.
And this is important because you only get to choose one number, and then you assign all of those dice.
Yep.
Once you pick a number, you assign all those dice. If you had inspiration tokens, which you do, you would have at this point the opportunity to adjust things before you pick a number.
Yes.
So you've got 1 1, 2 3s, a 4, 2 5s, and a 6. So if you want to use inspiration tokens, you can. Otherwise, you're going to pick a number and put it in one of 3 areas. Either bid on a room, add to your advertising, or add to your manor to start earning victory points.
How do you get more inspiration tokens?
As consolation prizes for losing bids, primarily.
Oh. Oh, okay. Where does it say that?
It doesn't say it on the board. It's in the rule book.
Oh, okay. I see. All right. I'm going to use an inspiration token and put this 4 as a 5.
Okay, so I'm just going to put that back in the box.
I'm also going to use my second one.
Wow.
And I'm going to decrease the 6 to a 5.
Okay. All right, so where are you going to put these 4 5s at?
In here.
Okay, so what she's doing here, she has 4 5s in this advertising area. And I'm going to zoom in because this is kind of fun to talk about, sure. The player that's in first place when we're done with our dice gets to move their house 2 spaces to the right, and they earn victory points as they go. They also get to move this die here, whatever one's closest to them, toward them this many spaces based on the number of dice that you have. So because she's got 4 here, she'll be able to move this die 4 spaces to the left as well.
Assuming if I win the bid.
Assuming I don't try and outbid that.
Yes.
Now, because she used 5s in this area, she cannot now like do a second bid if she wants to with a different number. She can only add on to it with another 5. If she rolls another 5 on a future turn, she could add to it if she wanted to.
Yep.
But in this case, that in order for me to beat her bid, I would need to have either 4 6s or just 5 dice. The number of dice always beats the number itself. So, as an example...
You can't have like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No. It has to be the same number.
I see.
What I mean is, I have to have 5 of a kind,
Okay.
pretty much, to beat this. I could have 5 1s. 5 1s would beat 4 5s, because I've got more dice than you.
Yeah.
And that would push you into second place.
I see.
Or if I want to just use 4 dice, having 4 5s here, we're tied, but you were here first. That's not good enough. Okay. I would need 4 6s in order to beat this, and that would push you down, or I would need 5 of a kind in order to push you into second place. Okay? So that concludes your turn. So I'm going to take my dice and roll them. And now I'm going to move the camera back so you can kind of see what I'm doing with that. All right, let's go ahead and do that. Okay.
You gotta run.
Yeah, I see that. 2 4s. I've got 1 of every number and then 2 4s, which is kind of awful here. All right, so...
That might be good.
Yeah, considering that you really went heavy on that, I might just go, whatever. And what room do I want? I kind of want to add this 3. Actually, I've got a 6. You know what? I'm going to put this 6. I'm going to bid on this here.
Wow.
Okay, and that ends my turn. It's possible that some players may be done before others. So if you use all your dice before me, I'll just keep taking turns until I use all of mine. So now it's your turn. You're going to take these dice and roll them again.
Okay. Oh, I see. So you don't keep the dice. You just roll every turn.
Correct.
I see. Okay. Wow.
Two and two 5s.
2 5s.
I mean, if you really want to secure that, but
Wow.
that might be a little overkill.
It might, unless you roll a crazy amount of 6s.
It all depends on what you think I'm going to do.
I know. Okay. Let's see. Let's do... Oh, you know what? So, okay.
You could put the 2 here.
I'm going to put a 5 here, actually.
Okay, but you have to place the other 5 somewhere else now.
Oh, okay, I see.
When you pick a number, you have to place all those dice.
Small.
You could do that, and then you could put the 5 up here and start bidding on this. Or you can put the 5 in your manor and earn bonuses immediately.
Okay.
And we'll explain manor bonuses when we get to it.
Now, here's a question. When does the second dice come out?
So when this does not move until this one reaches your house.
What if it reaches my house
and you still have movement left over? Then whatever left over you have, this one will move.
Oh,
you don't lose it.
Okay.
You really want this die as soon as possible, is what you're saying.
Right.
Oh my gosh, really? You want to? Okay. I don't know if that's tactically sound, but
I want the dice really bad.
I see this. You're gonna. That's okay. I've never played this, so I don't know if this is. I don't know if that's a good strategy or not.
I have no idea.
I'm gonna
This is why I hate bidding games, because I'm an all-in type of person.
I see. I know. All right, so I've got a 1, 2, 2 3s, a 5, and a 6 because of course I do. I'm gonna put a 3 here. I'm gonna pick the number 3. I'm gonna put a 3 there. I'm gonna put a 3 here because I want at least some. I'm never gonna get enough dice.
Are you sure? You never know.
No. All right, I'm done.
Okay.
You've got 1 die left.
All right.
Okay,
yes!
You've got a 5. Yes! Why are you doing this? Are you serious right now? You're not going to win any rooms. You just want that. You just want that die.
I want the dice.
Okay.
And it just goes with my personality. If I don't go all in, then I might as well just rage quit.
All right. Well, I've got 4 dice left, so here we go.
Wow.
2 5s and 2 4s. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go after rooms at this point.
Yeah, you might as well.
So I'm going to put a 5 here and a 5 here. So this 5, because I put this in my starter entranceway here, I'm going to get some immediate bonuses. And those immediate bonuses will change. Well, not change, but it all depends on how many rooms you daisy chain with that number. I only have 1 room right now. So as a reward, I'm going to get 1 inspiration token for just putting a die in 1 room. But if I had more rooms, I could add more 5s to adjacent rooms, and the more 5s I add at the same time and daisy chain, the more points I end up getting immedially anyway.
I see.
So that's that. I'm going to go ahead and I'll take these and roll them because you're out of dice at this point. Yes. I've got a 1 and a 2. I'm going to take the... let's see. This is going to earn me a 4 5. This is going to earn me a 3 4. I'm going to put the 1 here so I can earn a 5 because those I'm going to get those. And then for my 2, this is a 5. Wow. Unfortunately, I can't do anything with that other than put that up here. I can't
add.
I can't do. I could use an inspiration token and adjust it. I could actually make it a 4. I'm going to do that. I'm going to make this turn my inspiration token into. I'm going to turn this in for its plus minus effect and change this 5 to a 4 and just bid on this room here.
Yep.
And just win it with 1 die.
I have made a boo-boo then.
Well,
that's
you kind
a lot of rooms you got.
Well, that's the problem. I don't know, but you're going to have more dice than I am, you know what I mean?
We'll see.
So now that we've placed all of our dice, now we're going to move into the collect phase. So we're done with the bid here. This is where we place the dice. And now we collect. We're going to resolve each of these rooms one at a time. Okay. I have 1 die here. I won the bid. I get the 5. No one won this. This gets discarded, and it's just out of the game. I won this one. I get this. And this 4, I get this one. This 5, I get this one. And this 6, I get this one.
Jeez.
Yeah. So I won like 5 rooms with this. You get your dice back after the fact.
I'm Scrooge without the house.
Well, I get to build these in a moment.
Yes.
I'm going to put these all in my manor. It may take me a minute to figure out how I'm going to do that. And I have a feeling a lot of this is going to be off camera because of the size of my manor. But I'll do my best to zoom out and show you what it's going to look like. Now we resolve the advertising part.
Yeah.
For first place, you clearly got first place here.
I can't believe I did all my dice.
Me too. But because you're in first place, this goes 1, 2, and you're going to earn 6 points. 3 points for this and 3 points for this.
Okay.
So I'm going to zoom in and kind of just, there you go. You guys can see that. So 3 and 3 is 6, so you're up to 6 on here. Okay. And you're going to move these dice 6 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This goes to you. 6, 7.
Okay.
Okay. So that's good. And these come off.
And this underneath does not score.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dice moving from right to left do not score you points. But now you've got an extra die.
Sure.
I move once because I'm in second place, and I get 3 points for that. And I also move a house or one of these 1 time because I only have 1 die here.
Okay.
So yeah, you're clearly beating me when it comes to that. Now we move on to any dice that you might have left in your manor. You get 1 point for every die that's in your manor.
Oh, okay.
So I have 1 point here for this 5, and I'm up to 4. You had no dice in your manor at that moment, so yeah, that's it. So now that the collect phase is over, we are now into the reset phase. We're going to refresh everything. This goes to round 2. I become the first player, and now we put out new rooms. Again, there are stacks off to my left. We'll just flip them over. There's that. I also have to do the build stuff. I forgot to do that. So let's see. That's a dining room one, and this is that. And the computer is there. The reason why they are different colors because there are also end game scoring bonuses as well. There are 4 different ways that you can score stuff at the end of the game. You can get color majority over here to the right. So the person with the most of the same color, or the most of a particular color gets a certain amount of points. Having the largest manor gets you points. Having extra inspiration tokens gets you points. And having a diverse manor, meaning like 4 different symbols, 5 different symbols, 6 different symbols, will get you more points. So that's the reason why some of these rooms are different colors. You'll notice that some of these rooms are purple. Those are magic rooms. And they assume the rooms of whatever they're touching. So if there's green on the left and red on the right, this would be a red room and a green room with regards to endgame majority. So this would count twice. Whatever rooms it's touching is what it assumes its color as during that majority check. But I need to figure out how I'm going to manage this mess. I'm going to zoom out as much as I can. This is a question mark, so I can pretty much make it anything I want to. I want to put the 4s together because reasons. And did I think about this? All right, so if I put the 4, 5 here, that gives me a bit of leeway. And I could put the doors have to connect to doors. There are doors on these little black edges here. Doors have to connect to doors. So I'm trying to do this in a way that would make sense.
Does it matter if it's a big room versus a small room? How does the size matter?
It doesn't matter. Size doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
3, 4. I could put the... If I put the 4 up down... Now, if I put the 3 and the 4 down here, I don't know if there's a way I could connect... If I could do this with it and somehow connect the... No, this doesn't have... Ugh. Oh boy, this is going to be awful. I could do something like this, and there are doors. You guys probably can't see that, but I could do something like that. But the problem is, this will never... If this becomes... If I try and daisy chain 4s, I could do 4, 4, 4, but then this 3 is kind of useless. So maybe I put this 3 next to this 3, or there's a 3, 6 here. So I could do something like... I'm trying to get these to connect somehow because this is a 4, but maybe I just focus on 4s and be done with it. Yeah. I don't know. You know what? I'm just to keep the thing moving. I'll continue doing this just to have the 4s available. So if I get a run of 4s, I could then daisy chain them 4, 4, 4, 4, because this is a 4, 5, and this is a 4 down here. What sucks is that, like, this is a 5 as well. It would have been cool to maybe somehow integrate this 5 with that over here and possibly get both. I just don't know. I could do this. I could do something like that. And I could do... Oh, man. This is rough. Okay. I could put the 4, 5... Like, no. I'm sure there's a good way to do this. I just don't know what that good way would be. 5 and 4, 5. Because this 4, 5 could be used... Like, this question mark and this question mark is great. So maybe I put the 5 off of this, like that. I can. I gotta put it... Just do something like that with it. And then put the 4... Put the 3, 4 down here. And then this wild... Because I can go 3, 3, 3, but this 4 is kind of... Then there's a 5. I could go 5, 5, 5, and this is a 4, 5. But the problem is... I could put the wild over here, 4, 5. And the reason I want to do that is because I could do 4, 4, 4 or 5, 5, 5, 5. And as long as they're adjacent to an existing room, I can keep daisy chaining. So I think that's good. I mean, I wanted to incorporate like this 4, 3, these are separate rooms somewhere up here, but I don't want to like slow the game up too much. So I built my rooms and we kind of reset for round 2. And as I add dice over here, I'll zoom back out and show you. So these dice stay 1, 2, and you were here with that, right? You moved 1. Can't remember how many you moved.
Yeah, I think I was there.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay. All right. Overwhelming. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You should have 8 there, right?
Mm-hmm. Did you move yourself back?
I did, my bad. Yeah, I should be up 1. Okay. All right. So I think we are ready to go. Hey folks, this is Vincent Ali, and before we get started with Dice Manor, I have to point out 2 roll goofs that we did during this video. We realized after the fact that we had done them wrong. Normally we wouldn't concern ourselves with doing something like this, but these were fairly large rule issues that we were having during the game. We looked in the rulebook afterwards. We sort of puzzled it out what they were trying to say. And these are the 2 rules that we consistently did wrong throughout the game. So ignore our final scores and just watch this video for the sake of seeing how the game typically plays. All right, so what we did wrong first. What she was doing the majority of the time involved like chaining through walls. Let's just say that she was trying to go here with a 4 and here with a 4 and here with a 4. Now there is no door that connects this room to this room. So she, on a regular basis, was chaining through walls She thought they were adjacent because of that. And yes, they are touching, but there's no door connecting them. Even though this door connects here and this door connects here, this does not count. It has to be a single path, and she was connecting it through solid wall. So that's one rules goof that we did throughout the game. The other one is something I'm guilty of. And I had to look in the rulebook a couple of times, and there was one example in the rulebook that kind of helped us finally figure out whether or not we were allowed to do it or what the case was. Let's just assume that I have a lot of threes. I was going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we were unsure, can I do this and then backtrack and then build off of that adjacent and then score it based off its 5 bonus, which would have been this, I think is 11 points. Could I have done that? Or do I have to score them separately? The rulebook itself, and I'm trying to find the right page, shows that there's... That one here, thank you. So I'm going to So it says you can split your tour in different directions in your manor, as long as each die placed is connected to a room with a previously placed die. The reward for each path is scored separately. So as an example, 5 dice placed along a single path in your manor will earn 11 points. If you instead place 3 dice in one direction and 2 in a different direction, the total reward would be 7 prestige based off of the 2 bonuses. So I'm guessing this would score on its own, and then this would score by itself. That's how I think it would play out in that scenario. But that's not something that we did. I scored this as a group because they were all connected. I just saw that they were all connected. And the reason I'm focusing on the word connected is because it's bolded right here in the rules. Like, to run a tour, place your dice along a path of connected rooms that share a door, that each have an available die slot. Well, to me, like, when I saw the word connected, I'm like, well, technically, this is connected to this, and this is connected to this, and this is... But that along a path was confusing, and I think they were clarifying that down here, but I just didn't understand it.
And the fact that they said that you have to start at the entrance. If you can just have, like, connected rooms, it doesn't really matter, like, where you start off in.
You have to start in a room adjacent to an existing die.
Yeah.
But anyway, so those are 2 things that we did wrong throughout the game. We chained through walls, and we did not account for the 2 separate paths rules. So ignore our final scores. They're no doubt wrong, but hopefully the rest of the video will help you determine whether or not it's something that you want to pick up for yourselves. All right, on with the show. So round 2, I'm going to roll my dice and figure out where I want to put them.
Those are nice.
Okay, so 2 3s, 2 4s, 2 5. Oh, I have 3 4s. So I could start bidding on this here. I feel like I've got enough rooms. So I might just go with the whole 4 strategies. Although I've got 2 5s. I want to get... What I'm going to do is... I kind of want to do the whole 5s thing, but at the same time, I also want to get more dice and more points. If I did 2 inspiration tokens and change these 4s or these 3s into, these 4s into 5s, I can go 5, 5, 5, 5 because they're all adjacent to each other, and I would get 9 points. That would be a 9-point move by doing that. But I feel like I also need to build an engine. I need to get this as well. So I'm not sure what I want to do yet. You know what? Just for fun, I'm going to go ahead and use my inspiration tokens, both of mine, and change these 4s into 5s. I'm going to start the Manor stuff right away. Because I always want to engine build, and then I screw myself later because I never have the points. So 5 question mark. This one's a question mark. That's a 5. Adjacent room, 5. Adjacent room, 4, 5 is a 5.
Wow.
So I've got guests. I'm going to zoom out so you guys can see that. So I've got a 5, 5, 5, 5. You cannot, they have to be adjacent when you're like, they have to form some kind of adjacent placement. You can't put a 4 down here and then a 5 up, or a 5 down here, 5 over here. They have to be adjacent as you're placing. So immediately I get a bonus. Because I placed 4 dice all at once, I'm going to get 9 points for that.
Wow.
So
13.
9 plus 4 is 13.
Very nice.
And my turn is over because I spent all of my dice, pretty much.
Almost. Not really, though. You're good. Let's see.
Ooh, so you got some...
Let's see.
You've got 1, 2, 3 twos.
Okay. Let's go.
You got one of everything. Oh, no, 2 sixes.
Okay.
1, 3, 4, 2 sixes, and 3 twos.
Ooh. Okay. Let's do. Let's do that.
Okay, you're starting quick on that. I mean, you can also get points this way. By the more dice you place here, the more these move down and the more your house moves up, which is good.
I guess.
All right, and is that it?
Yeah.
All right, so now I'm going to take my dice and roll them, and 1, 2, and a 4,
Okay.
which is not great. I want to start putting things here if I can. Okay. So what room would I want if I could? I'm going to put a 2 here. Because I want to bid on this 3. Correct. So I want to put a 2 here, and it's your turn.
Okay.
So you're going to take all your dice and roll them. I only have 2 dice left. At this point, I'm playing for points.
5, 5, 3, 3, 6, 1. Okay. 1, 3, 3, 5, 5, 6. Okay. I'm going to. Bid on. Do I want to do that? Yeah, I'll bid on the 1 here.
Okay, that's cool. Anything else?
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna roll my dice. It's a 3, a 5, and a 6. So, that library, it's huge. And if I bid on this one, like that 1, 5, I could add this 5 somewhere over. There's 1, 5 here, and if I win this one, I could somehow get the 5 connect. If I can connect that somehow to this room, that would be awesome. But I don't think I can because it doesn't seem like it would fit. Like here's the black door. This won't fit there, unfortunately. So I think what I'm gonna do is just take a 6 and just put that there, and yeah, that's it. All right. You got 2, 3, 5, 5, 5.
Okay. Let's do. Now, if I place 1, 5, I have to place the other 2 5s.
Correct. Once you pick a number, you have to place them all.
Ugh.
Don't forget, you've got a room in
That's
your.
3.
You've got a room that you
That's
could put
true.
something into just for a quick inspiration token.
But I wouldn't be able to just put 1 5. I'd still have to put these 2 5s.
Correct.
Somewhere.
Yes. I'm just saying, like, if you only want to put 2 5s somewhere here, you could
Yeah.
use your third 5 and put it over there.
Okay. I bid on the 3.
Okay. All right. Last die. I have a 6. Well, I mean, I could put that here, but it wouldn't do anything. Actually, no, I am. Because I've got 2 6s here, even though you've got 2 6s, I stay in second place because I didn't exceed your bid. But this house will still move faster this way. So I'm going to put, because I really don't need a huge of a yellow room. I've got, my manor's pretty big.
Okay.
All right, so you're just going to keep taking turns until you're out of dice at this point.
Okay.
So you've got a 1, 2, 3, 5.
All right. I'm going to take the 5.
All right.
And roll.
All right. 1, 2, 4.
I will take the 4.
Okay, of course you will.
And
1 and 4.
I will do the 4 here. Whatever.
Yep.
And, the last
And you
one-
get, because you get an immediate
Inspiration.
bonus of 1 inspiration token.
Okay. Cool.
So there you go.
Okay.
And it's a
Oh,
6.
6.
Well, there you go. I mean,
Wow.
our rules are kind of reversed now, which is awesome. Okay, so now we're going to collect things. Their bidding is over. We collect. This room you win,
Okay.
and this room I win. This room you win. This room you win. This room you win. And this room you win. It's amazing. Good job. We'll get these dice back to you.
Okay.
And now this stuff.
Yep.
Your house moves 2 spaces this way. You get a 4 and a 5, which is 9 points. So 9 plus 6 is 4. 9 plus 6 is
15.
15, yeah, I can add.
So you don't get the one that you land on. You just get the one that you pass as well.
I gave you the 4 and 5.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was just... Okay, I thought it was just the house that you...
No.
The place
for the ones you passed and the one you land on.
Oh, okay. I was wondering how I got 6 points.
Yeah, because you did the 3 and the 3, that's 6. And now 4 and 5 is 9.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And now you're going to move your house this second die 2 spaces, and now you get that immediately, which is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And for second place, I move my house that way. I move this 1, 2. I get 3 points for that, and that pushes me to 16.
Nice.
And then lastly, for the manor, you have 1 point because you have 1 die on your manor, so you're on 16.
But you'll be moving.
And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 dice in my manor, so I'm on 20.
Okay.
All right. And then our dice come back to us.
And that wasn't an immediate bonus that you took, right?
I took the immediate bonus earlier.
Oh, so you had 18 points for that?
I had...
So 9 points the first time around, and then another 9 at the end of the turn?
No. This here is the one-time bonus you get as soon as you play the dice.
Yeah, that's 9 points.
9 points.
Yeah.
Plus 1 point for every die in your manor at the time.
Oh.
At the end of the round.
Oh, and that's why you got up to 20.
Correct.
4.
I took 4
I got
points.
it.
9 immediately plus 4 for having 4 dice.
I see.
At the end of the round during the collect phase, you earn a bonus for every die that you have in your.
I see. Okay. Interesting. All right. Now I have to place these, right? And this goes back to me?
Yeah. All these dice come back to you.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
I still am stuck with my original 7 dice here. We're going to build your stuff. Yeah, this is decision paralysis.
These are doors, right?
The little. It's hard to see, but yes, these black.
Including this.
No, look at the edge. This is all solid blue. The very edge of the tile here is black. So this is a door. That's a door.
What the heck is that? What's that?
That's
door?
it's a painting.
That's a painting.
It's a painting.
Wow, I need new glasses. Okay.
I offered.
Now here's the thing. Can this still
wall cannot touch door?
Even if this door
correct.
touches?
All doors.
Wow.
Walls have to touch walls and doors have to touch doors. You cannot just because one satisfies doesn't mean they all
That's
do.
Scary.
I'm going to zoom out so you can kind of see what she's doing.
Sure.
In the meantime, I'll move on to the 4th reset, which is refresh. This is going to go to round 3. First player goes to her, and I'm going to add or bring out new tiles here for everybody. So this one is a green one. This one is a 3-4. That'll go there. And again, if you get confused, there are symbols on the back, and there are symbols like right next to the number there that correspond to the symbols near each number. So there's 5 and there's 4. It's a 1/2. Then the little key symbol is a 3-4 there. The water drop is a 1. Well, it's a yellow. And the computer screen is also a 1, the blue one. All right. And this is a room that I won. I forgot to place. I'm just going to put that. I'm going to put that over here. I'm going to connect it to this. I'm going to move this over. And I'm going to connect it to this 3 door over here. And now I've got, so I know it's hard to see, folks, because we're kind of really zoomed out. This is my starter room here. I've got a question mark, which can be any number, just like these. So these are like wild numbers. This is a 5, and this is a 4-5. So I could go 5-5-5-5, or I could go 4-4-4 if I place my dice. I could also go down. This is a 3-6. This is a 3 connected here. This is a 3 connected here, and this is a 4. This 4 is kind of useless. I wish I could somehow put this 4 up here. I just couldn't really maneuver it that way. So that's what I've got going on. And I don't know. It looks like you're building a spaceship over there.
Oh, yeah. The Voyager.
Voyager. It looks like something out of Space Invaders. I don't like... You've got the gun turret up there, the nose, and then you've got the wings off to the left.
Ooh, this is a lot harder than I initially thought, man.
Well, that's what happens when you win like a gazillion rooms all at once. You don't know what the heck to do with them.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
No. How did I have this last time like this? Okay. I don't know if I like that, though. I'm trying to... I love... This is like my favorite part of the game so far.
You would... There's another space game like this where you're building a spaceship.
Really?
Well, yeah, it was as a 2-part game where you build a spaceship.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Space Galaxy or something or other, but by CGE, you draft tiles and build a spaceship, and then you go on like missions.
Okay.
Like asteroids might hit your hull, we have it on digital too. I'll have to show you after this. If you like the room building, then you'll like that space game I was talking about.
Okay.
The name of which escapes me. I've got a gazillion games in my library. You good?
No.
Okay, so you've got a question mark there, which is okay. So your starter room. You always start from here when you're placing dice because that's where the guests come in.
Yes.
So they will always go to the right because there's no other way in. Oh, you're good. Mm-hmm.
All right. I think I'm happy with this.
Okay, so that's a 3-6.
Yes.
That's a 5-6.
Mm-hmm.
That's a question mark. That's a 2 on the very top.
So I could daisy chain like 3, 3, 3.
You start from here, so 3, 3, and then 3.
3.
Yeah, because they're adjacent to each other.
Or I could do 6, 6, 6,
you
6.
Could. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Or I could do 5, 5, 5, 5.
Correct.
Or I could do 1, 1, 1, or 2, 2, 2. Okay.
Yeah, you've got it worked out.
Whew.
Look at you.
I'm sweating.
I see. All right, so we're on to round 3.
Okay.
And no, you get first player.
Oh, I do?
Yeah, because we're in round 3. You started the game with first player. I was first player for round 2, and now you're first player for round 3.
Sorry.
So you get to roll your dice.
Okay. So now if I go here, I can still get points?
You can. Yep. You would not move any dice from right to left, but you would still move your house to the right and earn whatever you land on, or whatever you pass and land on as you go.
I see. Now...
At a maximum, no 2.
I see.
Because if you get first place, you'll move this house twice.
That's right. Okay. I see. Now we're going to compete for second place.
I don't know about that.
All right. Okay. 5, 5, 5. There's also 4, 4, 4. So 1, 2, 4, 4, 4, 5, 5, 5, and 6. Okay. So here's what I'll do. I'm going to spend this inspiration to turn a 4 into a 5.
Oh, wow.
And I'm going to place a 5, 5, 5, and a 5.
Okay. So that's 4 rooms that you've done. So you get an immediate bonus of 4. That would be 9 points.
Okay.
So 9 plus 16?
It's 25.
Yep, 25. You're good.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. I'm not liking where this is going. Like, now you've got more dice and you're, like, kicking butt.
Mm.
I've got 1, 1, 6, 6, 3, 2, 5. Yeah, at this point, I don't have any inspiration tokens, so maybe I start working on that just to move this forward when the time comes. If I put 2 6s here, that means she's going to have to commit at least 3 dice over here to win it. So maybe I'm going to put 2 6s here to almost... If she wants to beat me, she's got to get 3 dice here because I've already got 2 6s.
That's right.
So, yeah. All right, I'm going to zoom in a little bit, and I'll zoom out if necessary, but my turn's over.
Okay. I'm going to grab this. And I shall roll.
It bothers me that I keep zooming in and out, but like there's like more to show.
Yeah.
But you can't see the dice or anything when you're zoomed out. So, yeah.
Okay.
You got this. All right. So you got 6. You got 2 4s, 2 5s, and a 6.
Okay.
Now again, that would be you've already done 1 tour in your house. You could start a second tour, and when you start a second tour, it can be any number, and you would start anywhere adjacent to an existing die. So you could put a die up there, a die here, or a die here, but you would only get 1 point for it, or one inspiration token.
Inspiration.
The one time, yeah, you get a bonus of 1 because you can't have more than 1 die in a room.
I see. Okay. Okay. I'm going to... Oh, this is tough.
I don't like it when she does that.
Why? Okay. I'm going to bid... I'm going to put a 4 here.
Okay.
And I'm going to put the other 4 right here.
Okay. Just to try and move this forward for points. I get it. Makes sense. Anything else?
Nope.
All right. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 3, 5. Okay. So I could put 2 3s in here and just earn a bonus of 2, which would be 2 points. Or I can just try and get more rooms. If I had a 6, I could add it to this bid. I don't... This stinks. Okay, I think I need to add... I could also try and go for majority as well, of colors and manor size. Maybe get some more rooms. This is a 1, and that's a 1. That's a 3, 4. That could be useful. I'm going to put 2 3s over here.
Okay.
And that'll end my turn. You've got a 1, 4, and a 3.
Okay.
And I don't think there's going to be any more manor placement, but you never know.
I'm going to put this 3.
Of course you will.
Right
You're going to put up there. And you're going to get an inspiration
Inspiration.
token for that.
Yes.
Because it's just a one-time bonus.
Yes, thank you.
But you're also going to score a lot of points, too, for having all those dice in your manor at the round's end during the collect phase. All right, I'm going to roll my dice, and I get a 1, 3, and a 4. That's not helpful at all, which is wonderful. 1, 3, and a 4. Maybe I get an inspiration. Just maybe start a run and like in my manor and just get an inspiration token that way. It's worth a point. I could put a 1 here and just try and get more rooms for majority. That might be something to think about. This 4, if I put the 4 up here, she's got a 4, so I would not win the room unless I add to it in the future. So maybe I put the 1 here to try and get a room for majority scoring. Like, I don't know what the 1's going to do for me. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Okay. So you've got how many dice? 2 dice? All right. You've got a 5 and a 6.
I'm going to bid on this.
Of course you will. That's huge. And I have a 5 and a 1. And I could bid on that one, which is a 3, 4. I don't know. That's 2 rooms of different colors. That would be pretty good. Yeah. But my problem is, like, I mean, yeah, I might as well try and get those rooms. That's for majority scoring purposes. One's a red, one's a blue, so that's going to help me out for most colors. But all right, and then you get a die and you roll that.
Oops. Sorry.
And it's a 5. So if you put it here, you would not win the tile, but you get an inspiration token for the consolation prize.
Yeah.
Or it's better to put it in your manor though.
Where there's no spot for it.
Oh, there is no spot for it? Okay.
Okay, hold on, let me think.
You really can only, unless you use an inspiration token, you can't put it anywhere but here. Because you can't, unless you like...
If I used an inspiration token, that would be an extra 5 points. No, it wouldn't. Oh,
it wouldn't do anything because you're not going to beat me here.
That's
so
right.
This is always going to move 1 space, and you have no dice to move this way anyway.
Right. I might as well do that because I really can't do anything else.
All right, I've got a single die left, which is a 3, which I'm just going to put into my manor, and I get an immediate
There you go.
Inspiration token for that. And now I'm going to zoom out so we can kind of score everything there. Okay. So it's not great. So we're going to collect stuff. I won this. I won this. This goes away.
Yep.
You won this.
Yes.
I won this because I was here first. You get a consolation prize of an inspiration token.
Okay.
And this is yours as well.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so these come back to you. Yep, these come back to me. And then with this stuff, I'm in first place. I move my house 2 spaces to the right. And I pass the 4 and the 5, which is 9 points. I also get this new die for the next round. I also push this die over 2 spaces because I've got 2 dice here. So I get 9 points. 9 plus 20 is 29.
Nice.
And you get to move your house 1 space this way. You get 6 points.
Yep.
6 plus 25 is 31. Okay. But no houses to move that way. You're out of houses. Then our manor stuff.
Yep.
So I have 1 point for this, which is just up to 30. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
So you get 5 points. You're up to 36.
Okay. Cool.
And then you get all your dice back.
All right.
And then we build our stuff.
Our house.
Which I don't know what I'm going to do with all this. Like there's a lot of freaking. This manor is going to be huge. It's all I'm saying. I could put a 3, 4 here. I kind of want to put the 3. Can I connect this? I can't connect this 4 up here. Just won't. I could do that actually.
I miscalculated.
Oh, me too.
That's okay though.
I'm gonna put my 4. Okay? No, that's a door. I can't do that. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this and accept the fact that these 4s will never see the light of day with anybody, unfortunately. So I've got a nice long chain of 3. I've got a 3, 4 here. I could also place. I could put the 3, 4. I want something to touch this so that I can get its benefit of blue. Maybe just throw this 1 up here. Do something like... No, I can't. I'd have to do it this way. Wall to wall. That way, during endgame scoring... oh, you guys can't even see that. So during endgame scoring, this is a magic room. It'll be both red and blue because it's touching here and here. But I don't know if I want it there at this point. I mean, it's... Oh, this is awful. It really is. Maybe this 3, 4 would be better. Wow. Like, I'd have to roll a lot of 3s and a lot of 4s to get this to even work. I wish there was a way to connect... No, it's a 4, 3. I need to get these 3s together somehow. All right, so if I go back to doing it... Yeah, I guess we'll just do... No.
Can you use more than 1 inspiration on 1 die?
Yes. You can spend as many inspiration tokens as you want to.
Even on 1 die?
Yeah, even on 1 die.
All right, sorry.
No, it's fine. Just trying to fit this in somehow. Like...
Pew, 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 pew.
Yeah, like, I can't... Like, none of these rooms are jiving the right way. I'd love a large set of 3s, for example, but trying to get this 3 to connect, that's a door, so I can't do that. I'm going to move these out of the way. I'm going to put that up here and maybe put a 3, 4 here and hope that I can connect. But the 3, 4 would be better, like, here, because I can build off that any which way I want to. But maybe, like, this is just an exercise in futility. It really is. I wish you guys could see the mess that's over here on my left side of the screen.
Can you, like, turn the camera?
I don't want to mess with the camera right now.
Okay.
All right, I could put a 3, 4. I could put the 3, 4 here, like that. That way it still becomes a 3. But if I have to start a 4 here, I can totally do that. But then this 3 becomes useless.
I don't think we can see that far left.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's just, I don't know what else to do, honestly.
It's all right. It looks like a hammer.
Yeah, it does. It does. 3, 4 there, and then maybe I could do something like that. 4th, and just give up on the whole 3 thing. I've got a set of 3s already, and then I could put this is 3, 3, and then maybe 4, 4, and then connect these 3, 4. That might work. So 3, 4. So maybe somehow I can get 2 3s here if I need to, or 3, 3, 3, and then maybe a run of 4s if I need it. I've got an extra 3 down here that I don't need. It'll be great. It'll be wonderful. Okay, so we're gonna put out. We built, and now we're going to put out new tiles. I've got 1 inspiration token. So this one is going to be that, and this goes up to round 4. That's a question mark. This is a 2, 6 up here. This is a 1, 4. This is a 1, 5. This is a 6 wild, and this is like a magic room and a 3 wild. Crazy. Okay, and then I am first player.
Yep.
And I think we did everything. I think. All right, so here we go. I didn't realize my manor would be this large. I need to cut back on rooms and do more advertising at this point. Okay, I think it stinks because like I want to get more points, and it's just hard for me to do that. Okay, I'm just not getting the numbers that I need. That's the problem. I could re-roll with my inspiration token. Maybe I put 2 dice here to try and get more points, but you could easily outbid that. All I need are 2 dice so that I can move. Yeah, I think. So maybe I put these 2 4s here. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. And I don't have to worry about advertising ever again. And that's my turn. Okay. However, if you do end up getting first place and kicking me out, I may have to add an extra 4, but I'd have to get lucky and roll them. Wow, you've got a lot of dice. All right.
I have like 1 more die more than you do.
You do, but that makes a difference. Like the odds of getting what you need are a lot better at that point.
Okay. Ah, darn. Okay. I'm tempted. So tempted. Okay. Oh, no. I'm so scared to do that.
You've got a lot of 5s.
Yeah, I know.
That's good for you, though.
Okay. Now you can add, like, dice. Okay, yeah, okay. All right,
you can create you can't add, like...
if you add
each 5, run is separate.
Oh, so you cannot add another 5 if I did a 5?
To what, your manor?
Yeah.
So you're going to get an immediate bonus of whatever you place now. Okay. If you add another 5 in the future, that's its own separate run, and you'll only get the bonus for the number of dice you place for that second run.
No, I don't. No me gusta.
Your one-time bonus does not like continuously take effect.
Yeah.
Because you're adding the same number to it.
Okay. Oh, this is hard. Do I do it? Do I not do it? All right. I will use both of these. I really don't want to.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm going to turn the 3 into a 5.
Ooh.
I really should just use 1 and re-roll.
That's up to you.
Oh, but the odds though.
It's a 1 and 6 for each die.
Yeah. That's awful. No, I'm not going to do that.
All right, so you're going to use both of these.
Yes.
All right.
So I'm using...
Wow. You're going to win just from that alone.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dice. So it says 2 for each cube I put down.
Plus 2. Yeah, so it's +2 for so so that would be 11 prestige. It's a bonus 2 points past the 9. So if you look in the rule book here, see this chart, number of dice. If you have 5, it's 11 prestige. It's that +2 is +2 from the 9. So it's 2 for every it's 2 for every prestige.
Oh, okay. So
or
that's...
2 +2 for every die that you add.
I see.
To that.
Okay.
So you're gonna get 11 prestige for that.
11 points.
Which is amazing.
Okay.
So 11 plus 36 is 47.
Okay.
Which is really good.
Ooh, stressful.
There's no way I'm catching up.
Are you kidding? You got majority.
No. Oops. Sorry, house. 2 6s, 2 1s, a 3, and a 4. I feel like I need to start like creating runs, like getting points. It's not going to be a whole lot, but I could also like bid on these rooms and add them and try and get majority for colors. Like just get a bunch of color majorities if I can. The question is, where do I do that? Yellow's kind of blocked off at that point. This is
scary.
It is, although this isn't legal. I just realized that's not legal because this is a door and this is a wall, so I can't do that. So in that case, let's just.
That's okay.
Well, no, I feel bad. So let's just I'll just arrange them so that they do.
Just change it and then continue your turn.
I'll just change it until it's legal. So I'll put the 3 over here, and this is probably bad for me, but I'll put the 3 for.
You got me
here.
double checking now.
Yeah, the walls are hard for me to see with my eyesight being what it is.
They are. Like a lot of these doorways are not on the edge, and they have the same color as the.
Yeah.
I wish it was more noticeable.
All right, so I'm gonna put a. I feel like I need to start a run so that I can get an inspiration token and really start chaining things. Because at this moment, it's not looking good. I could just re-roll while I have it. Should I? Oh, man. I could just put the 4 here, get an inspiration token, and then possibly try and get something better later. Although I really want... I'm gonna bid on... I'm gonna put a 1 here and a 1 here.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to get an inspiration token as a bonus. And I started bidding on this tile.
Okay. Okay.
Oof.
Sorry.
That's fine.
I'm going...
Your palms are like super
They're very sweaty. I'm telling you. This is a sweaty game.
Yes, it is.
I'm going to put this 6 right here.
Okay, you're going for that big blue one.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
All right.
For big blue.
Big blue. 1 1 1 2. Unfortunately, out of all of the ones here, I don't have any ones in my manor. So that's lovely, except there's a 1 up on the top left, but you have to start from a room where you've got to die. So this 1 would not work there. So I may use one of these to reroll because this is... I mean, I could put the 2 somewhere, I suppose. I could maybe put that here, and yeah, I think I'll bid on that. Reason being, if I can get, again, color bonuses by connecting, that would be awesome. But
okay. And that's it?
That's it for me.
Okay.
4 5 6.
Okay. Let's do... Can I see that red tile there?
This one?
Yeah.
It's a 1 4 red.
I'm having trouble seeing the walls on this one.
To see if it'll fit.
Yeah.
This is the most...
This displeases me.
It does. Well, my manor is so weird. Like, it doesn't make sense.
That's okay.
You've got this huge wing that goes this way, and then this wing that... yeah.
Okay.
This is the swimming pool right here. It must be it.
Let's do... Well, to be honest, I'm kind of tempted for that, actually. But then if I did that, how? Oh. Wait a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, okay. You know what? I will take it.
Oh, interesting. Mm-hmm. All right, I'm gonna roll my dice. 6, 5, 6. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I need points. So I'm going to use both of my inspiration tokens. I mean, I've got a 6, but no way to chain that. So I need to turn these into 5s. I'm going to go ahead and use both of my inspiration tokens to make these 5s. And because I have to earn points. And I'm going to go 5, 5, 5, like over here. They're all connected. So that's a bonus of 3, which is 5 points.
Nice.
So 35, which isn't a whole lot considering Miss Moneybags over there.
No, you got majority, I bet.
1 and 4.
Okay.
Putting 1 here would not win it.
But I would get an inspo.
You would get an inspiration token.
All right. In that case, I shall just put it here.
All right, and that's 1 inspiration token for you. And that was a 1 spot. Yep.
Yep, sure was.
All right, and you get last turn.
Oh, I get to.
I'm out of dice.
Okay.
It is a 5.
Oh.
You could just win that one up there.
Yeah, because now here's the thing. I could just put it there and get 5 points, right?
You could. That will push you up by
5
1.
points.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Now here's a question though. If I do get this, what would this net me? It would net me.
Now you're comparing majorities over here.
Majority of green, but the reds. I think you beat me on reds, so.
Wow, look at you.
The largest manor. What counts as the largest manor? Just the tiles?
The number of rooms.
Oh, so just tiles?
Number of rooms. This tile has 2 rooms in it. 1, 2.
So are these half a room then?
No, it's 1 room.
That's 1 room?
Yeah, it's just these are 2 rooms.
It's confusing. Okay.
It's not confusing.
So the color, basically.
No.
It is confusing because I'm looking at the whole shape as a room.
Tiles. The number of rooms.
Okay.
Just the number of rooms. Look at the number with the number of tiles with the number in the middle.
Okay, that makes sense. See, that was better.
I'm sorry. Like this is a huge tile, but there's only 1 number here. Like there's only 1 little icon. Wow, you're winning, and you're gonna sit here.
I'm not winning though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like building. So
yes, you do. All right, that works. Well, you're not gonna do that now.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I mean, it does. You're gonna get it eventually.
I'll just build it.
All right. So you're out of dice.
Okay, I'm gonna keep the 5 points in my head though. See if that would break it.
All right. So I win this. I win this. This goes away. You win this. You win this. You win this.
Yeah, baby.
And
I got plans for you.
Yes, you do. I get to move this up twice. 1, 2. I get 11 points and this last die. So 11 plus 35 is 46. And this die comes to me for next round. And then for manor scoring, I have 4 dice in my manor. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have what? 5 dice? Or 1, 2, 6. 6 plus 47 is 53.
Yes.
Okay. So, like, you're doing very well. So go ahead and take your dice back from your manor.
I'm so irritated because I have the perfect thing, but this stupid wall right here, I completely did not see.
That's okay. So what we're going to do now is we have to place the rooms that we won. I've got 2 purple rooms, and the only reason I would place them at this point is for trying to get majority scoring. I just don't know what I would try to shoot for. Like, I think she's got yellow in the bag based on what she's placing. I could do, just to really drive home the whole blue and red, I could put one like... No, that's not going to work. These are all straight rooms, so they would just go... Darn, there's no corners. So I could put this...
Do we take our dice back?
Yeah, take your dice back.
Sorry.
So I could put a 3 here, and that gives me an extra blue room. And I could put this 6... actually, the 6 might be better here, in case I am able to daisy chain that. And then this 3, maybe I put that on... If I put it on the yellow, that gives me 3 yellow, but she's got more than that because she's got wilds over there. So 1, 2, 3... I think I'm going to add it to red just to drive home. It has to be... Yeah, I'll do that. I'll put that up here. Okay. So ideally, I should have tried to add another tile at the end to really get that extra bonus for the extra room color, but it is what it is. Okay, so dice comes back. And we don't have to run the 5th round. This is now going to happen simultaneously. The only thing that we're going to roll dice and place is stuff in our manor. We're going to be placing dice in our manor. And I'll explain this while you're trying to figure that out over there.
Yeah, go ahead.
So simultaneously, players will roll dice. They will pick a number like usual, and then they'll try and fill out their manor. Any dice left over from the number they pick, if they can't place any more dice, they are placed in here as unhappy guests. There's no like negative score penalty for that. It's just, I'm going to actually move this up. Whoa. And move my manor over. If you want to move yours to the right too, just so people...
To the left?
Well, yeah, to the left, yeah. Because we don't need this anymore except for the scoreboard.
Sure.
And I'll bring that into... Wow, okay.
Okay.
What are you doing over there?
What? You don't like my manor?
It's amazing. So simultaneously, we'll roll dice, pick numbers, and once we pick that one number, we fill out our manor. Any leftover dice that we can't place of that particular number go into our entrance as unhappy guests. No negative score for that. It's just we can't roll them again. They're kind of stuck as unhappy guests. In the case of a tie, at the end of the game, the person with the fewest unhappy guests will win.
Yes.
So are you good placing?
I don't know if... Hold on. Can they see that?
Yeah, that's fine at this point.
Okay,
typically, you'd maybe want to move everything down a little bit.
Sure.
Like, yeah. Okay. That's good. Oh my gosh.
What?
Your thing is crooked. Like
that's okay.
Harrow Manor was built on a hill.
Yes.
A landslide could just take it out any day now.
Listen, it looks nice. It has weapons on the edge of it.
I see that. All right, so we're going to simultaneously roll our dice and pick a number and just place them. Okay, so I've got, again, you can use inspiration tokens if you have them.
Ooh.
So I've got some 6s, actually. So I might place the 6s. I go 6, 6, 6. So I'm going to do 6, 6, and 6. And that's going to score me immediate bonus. I'm going to place this here as a reminder. That gives me 5 points. So I'm going to go up 5 points up to 55. And...
I got 4 3s.
Is that what you're going to do? So you can place your 3s starting from the entrance and working your way.
Is that what I'm going to do, though?
Well, that would be 3, 3, 3, 3.
Yeah. That's already my
But
bonus.
these aren't connected, though.
What do you mean?
There's no room connecting these.
There is, right here.
No, but that's through this room.
Yeah.
No, you can't. Can't.
These are walls.
I know that, but they have to connect via doors in order for you to chain your dice.
I thought they just had to be adjacent.
No. Adjacent is doors. Through doors. So you may have been playing that wrong this game. It's fine. It's again.
Then my whole house is wrong.
Yeah, it's fine. Well, you're winning anyway. But yeah, so you could not chain from here to here because there's walls are separating those two rooms. How is it?
Because I thought like
but there's
the
a
doorway.
But there's a 5 here. No, you have to chain them through doors. You can't chain. How are you going to escort a guest through a solid wall?
By going through the other room.
No.
I don't know.
No.
Well, dang.
That's my fault for not explaining that correctly, I guess.
That stinks.
Do you want to rearrange with that in mind?
Oh man, I'm gonna have to rearrange my whole house.
Rearrange. I'm going to pause the video. You rearrange. Okay, so she decided to just leave everything as is rather than... I gave her the option to rearrange her house. She was unaware that chaining only occurred through doors, not through solid walls. Again, just think of it thematically as if you're escorting people through the house, you can't lead them through a solid wall.
Yeah.
You cannot go from here to here because there's no doorway to get there. You have to escort them through rooms, via doors.
There's an old house I remember growing up in a long
This
time
isn't
ago.
Clue. There's no secret passage.
There's an old house a long time ago where we actually had to go through the bathroom to get to the kitchen. I'm just saying.
This is in Puerto Rico, okay?
Wow. I'm not showing this video to my family. Wow. Shots fired, Ricans.
I thought that's where you lived, in Puerto Rico. Isn't that what you're talking about? All right, well, I'm sorry. I offended all 2 of my Puerto Rican watchers.
No, it's fine. It's
All
fine. Okay. Okay. With that in mind, I'll just...
So, 3s. You could do... So, want to pick a different number?
Yeah, no, I'll go with the 3s. 1, 2...
Like, you start here. So, 3, 3,
Yeah.
3. And then you've got an extra 3 that you won't be able to place.
Oh, yeah, so never mind. No, I won't do that.
You could do the 3 2s.
Oh, and I have to start here.
Correct. So, you could do 2, 2, 2. And then from there, you'll be able to adjacently build out from there. So, you could do 2, 2, 2 if you wanted to. Sorry. But you get a bonus of 3,
Yeah.
and that's 5 points. So you're going to go from 53 to 58.
I feel like I should be down at 15 now. Because
I will concede that you may have more points than allowed, or than you should have, because
Yeah.
you've been chaining
I have
across the way here for the last how many rounds?
They have windows probably and tunnels.
Yes. When you escort people through your house, you're climbing through windows.
When I was 16, I climbed through the windows.
Who has windows on the inside of their house? I mean, like,
That's
leading
true.
from room to room. I mean, you know, it's like those kitchens with those little windows. People are just diving through. And,
I know, that's
okay.
what we used
Anyway,
to have.
yeah. Anyway,
All right,
all right. So I gotta take my dice and roll them. And hey, folks, I have to stress: we play for fun. If we screw up rolls,
Yeah, it's
we're
fine.
showing off the game. You can be as roll heavy as you want. 4, 4. I got 1, 3, 3, 2, and 2 4s, which is not ideal. So I could go 3, 3, and just the most I could get is I could go 3, 3. I kind of want to save up though, and yeah. So I'm gonna do doesn't matter. 4. Oh no, it has to be 3s up there. So 3, 3. That's just 2. So I escorted, starting from here because it's an adjacent room to a die here. 3, 3 is 2, which is 2 points. So I'm up to 57. Mm-hmm. And then you get to roll your dice.
Yeah. This game just got a lot harder.
Well, I was wondering how you were like kicking my butt.
I was wondering why you couldn't connect anything. I was like, gosh, this is so easy. Why is he not connecting?
Because you've mastered the art of moving through walls.
All right.
You're practicing the arcane arts in your manor.
Yeah. Okay, so how about this then?
Now you can build off any room with a die in it.
5, 5, 5. Can I do that?
I believe so.
Okay.
I'm still confused in the rulebook as to whether or not you have to like start from here and then build off of it, or if you can just build off of existing. But here's the thing. No, you have to build. The 5s have to be together in the same. They have to be touching each other.
Oh.
Like my 3s are touching, my 6s are. That's one long chain. This is a broken chain here. You can't go from here then back over here. So.
Oh yeah, you're right. Assuming that I can't walk through walls, you're right. Okay. Let's just do 5, 5 here.
That gives you an extra 5 though, which means you have to place.
I can put it up here.
Okay, yeah, you can, because that's a question mark.
And there's doors.
Thank you. Yes. Okay. So that's another 5 points. So you're up to 63. All right. Now I've got 4 dice left. I'm sure this is going to end well. 6664.
Nice.
Unfortunately, I don't have anything with sixes in it. Like, it's not a number that I want. So at most, I think I'm going to play the 4 and put the 4 down here for a single inspiration token. And it's your turn. What a time to get 3 of a kind on numbers I can't use. You got a 1, 2, and a 5.
Okay, let's just do the 1 here.
All right, you get an inspiration token.
Okay.
All right. 2, 2, 3. I don't have any 2s, but what I could do is I'm going to use my inspiration token to change a 2 into a 3. And put my 3 here and a 3 here. That's 2. That's just 2 points. So 57 to 59.
Okay.
5 and a 3.
Okay.
With no inspiration tokens, you're really
I
at the
have
mercy
2.
of... Oh, yeah, you do have 2. Okay. That could be a point for you at the end of the game, or you
It's
can
1 point? No, it's 1 point for every 2, right?
1 point for every 2, correct.
Okay.
1 point for every 2 inspirations. That's 1 point that you would get if you save them, if you think it's going to matter.
But if I place 1, that'll give me an inspiration, right? If I place a die?
Yeah, if you place 1, you're going to get an inspiration token. Or you could spend both and turn this 3 into a 5 or the 5 into a 3 and just do...
I wouldn't have any space. Yeah, okay. I'll just do... Oh, I wanted to use both to try and get these 2 to 6s so I could put 2 6s here.
You could re-roll dice as well.
That's risky.
That's risky.
Because if I get a 4, I could put
You'd
it
have
here.
to hope that they landed on the
Yeah.
same number or like one off from each other. That's risky. I don't know. I would never do that. That's just me though.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of re-rolling. I'll just place 1 here, right here. The 3. And
Okay,
get an inspo.
Yep. Inspiration. All right. And it's a 4. So my 4 is just going to go over here. 4 or 5. That gives me an inspiration token, which does nothing for me because it's not going to be worth anything.
I'm going to use this to put this as a 1. Or it was a 3. I'll put it as a 4 and get an inspiration token.
All right, there you go. Now, at the end of that round, we also get bonus. We get 3 prestige per dice in your manor, excluding unhappy guests. We have no unhappy guests. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You should have 9 dice as well.
Yeah.
9
Should
times.
we just cancel it out?
Well, if you want to really see the final score, 18 plus 63 is 81. 18 plus 59 is 70.
18 plus 59?
50. What did I say was 18?
Yeah. That's
That
77.
and then plus 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 77. Okay, so now we do the end game scoring stuff.
Okay.
So the question is, who color majority on red?
You.
I do. Well, you have 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
I have 1, 2, 3, and then a wild is connected to this red,
Ah, yeah.
so that's 4. So. So yeah, I was trying to compare yellow.
I could have done that. Oh, that hurts.
Well, you couldn't be. Oh yeah, because this is a door. Yeah, you could have connected
I
it.
could have.
That could have been red and yellow.
Oh, I should have rearranged
That's
my house
fi-
when
that's
I had
fine.
the opportunity. That's okay.
All right, again, friendly practice
Friendly,
game.
Yeah, it's fine.
So with majority, I get 12 and you
Yep.
get 6.
Sure.
Right? It's just weird that in a 2-player game, like I'll get into that in the review anyway, or the first impressions. I get 12 and you get 6. 12, I just go up that and then go 1, 2,
89. Yep.
and then 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then blue. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Wow, I got 2.
All right, so I get 12 again. So this goes and then 1, 2, and then you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
And then green, I think you got that. I got 1, This does not count. The starter one does not count.
Oh, they don't?
No.
Oh, okay.
There's no orange
I got
room.
3.
So you get 12. So you go, and then 1, 2, and I get 6. So I'm up to 7. I'm going to bring this. I'm going to disconnect this.
Ooh.
That's okay. I had 12, I think. Yep. So I'll just put that here.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
I think folks can see that. Okay, and then with yellow. I think you got yellow. I had 1, 2, yeah, and you had
4.
way more. Yeah, so you go 1, 2, and I go 6. 6 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so then largest manor, I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, not counting that. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
12.
Oof. I had one more room than you.
So close.
So I get 1, 2, and then you get 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
1 point for every 2. You have 1 point.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have any. And then various, the manor diversity.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got a computer, a key, a computer again. So I've got 2 so far. That's a library is 3. A bed is 4, water drop is 5, dining room is 6. So I have 6 different icons. And I'm sure you do too.
I do too.
So we both, in the case of a tie, both players get 8 points.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What was I here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I think that diversity thing is it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's anything else to look at. So keep in mind our scores are slightly wrong.
I definitely did not score as much as I thought I was.
Because you were chaining through a solid wall rather than
Yeah.
through doors. That was my bad. I didn't explain it that well in
That's
our
okay.
initial.
When you said adjacent, I figured like
Well, I consider adjacent as doors. Like
doors.
Yeah, like adjacent.
Yeah.
I assumed that you would understand that doors were.
No.
They because doors connect to doors and walls connect to walls.
Yeah,
So.
that's why I was fitting. I was like, okay, I can make a room adjacent to this because these are both solid and they don't have doors, so they're still adjacent, so they fit perfectly. So I was like super happy about that.
So I have to say, like, let me get this out of the way first. I like the game, however, there's, I think, a really weird imbalance with the number of players. In a 2-player game, as you can see, there's no competition whatsoever. There's nothing in the rulebook that has players, like typically in a 2-player game such as this, sometimes you'll see a third die color come into play and block off things to prevent people from accessing or losing bids, that kind of thing. Because our manors got so large, it was hard to really fill it up. I feel like there was very little competition between us.
I feel like that's kind of the strategy though. Like the more rooms you have, the harder it is to chain dice because
Yeah. What I'm saying is the game, I bet, it's going to play a lot differently based on the player count.
Yes.
In a 2-player game, less competition, way more room building. In a 4-player game, players are going to be fighting over these rooms like crazy. More inspiration tokens are going to come out as consolation prizes, meaning more accurate, more dice flipping, more dice rolling, that kind of thing. So like, I think it's an oversight not having some kind of 2-player variant in the rulebook to account for the drastically different way that this game plays. I would have added some kind of third dice color and rolled them and maybe filled in, like blocked off, like maybe again roll like all of like 7 white dice and put them in these areas and block off that, not block them off, but like make it harder for players to acquire those rooms.
Yeah.
Maybe like I go, you go, then we roll the computer's dice, and whatever the most number, like whatever die has the most numbers in it, like 3 2s, we would put them here. And that would either screw you up or screw me up, depending on how we've bid there already.
Yeah.
I think that would help to alleviate, because we were winning rooms with 1 die
Yeah.
on a regular basis. I was winning one room with this and one room with one room with this one die, and then this room with this one die. And like it was so easy to win these rooms because we weren't fighting over them.
Yeah, I didn't feel like I was playing a bidding game.
Yeah, correct. So like it's just weird. Like I flipped through this 3 times. At the end, I was looking for a 2-player rule, and I'm like, optional rules. Oh, that must be 2 players. No, that's ruling at the end of your turn. No, it has nothing to do with a 2-player rule set. It's just I feel like the developers, like, I don't know, like
they had an oversight with 2 players.
I feel like they made a good game and then stopped at balancing it for 2 players. I mean, like, I mean, yeah, it is playable with 2 players. I think it's more ideal with 3 or 4, unless you invent some kind of 2-player variant to make the game a bit tighter in terms of, competition. But overall, I liked the game. There was still, I mean, my brain is still a little hazy on the chaining of the dice when placing it in your manor. I'm going to have to reread the rules with that because, like, I couldn't figure out if I could, like, go, like, 3, like, if I started here, 3, 3, that's a 4.
And then go backtrack?
Yeah, sort of like backtrack off of a room I've already been in. I didn't know if I could do like 4, 4, 4, and then go that way. If this were a 4, then put a 4 here, because technically they're all connected, adjacent to each other. But does it have to be adjacent to the last die I played, or can it be adjacent to any die that I've placed in that chain? I have to relook at the rules and really figure that out, because I was doing that through the game. So my score may be wrong if I did that wrong. So as a first game, like, I feel like everything else was relatively easy, but getting like the dice placement through the manor, that's where I struggled the most with this.
Yeah.
But what did you think of it?
I liked it. It was pretty good. Like, at first I was like, okay, I think this game is okay. But then when you told me about the whole adjacency thing, I was like, oh, I don't like the game anymore. It just got like super hard for me now.
Why do you think my manor looks the way it does?
I know.
And yours is like all compact.
I know. I really was wondering. I was like, oh, I can fill that stuff so easily. Let me keep my mouth shut and not give him any tips about his layout. But my layout would have been wrong anyways because doorways. I liked my version though. I think we should play it like that.
As an alternate version. Yeah, I don't see why not. Just to make the game a bit more lenient with that kind of thing. We could play it as a variant where so as long as the tile is adjacent regardless of doors, you could daisy chain dice. I mean, thematically it doesn't make any sense, but as a variant you could possibly do that.
I love the art. Like, I'm a big like interior
decorator
person. Interior person. So I love stuff like this, man. Like architect, and it was so cool. I love looking at like the bedrooms. The only thing I wish that they had unique text on him, but you can kind of see like the icons, like this is a bedroom because of the bedroom icon and the kitchens and stuff. So yeah, I enjoyed it. It was good.
It says, and this is what confuses me, that the verbiage.
Okay.
Running tours. Place 1 or more dice along a path in your under construction manor. Each room has 1 or 2 die slots that can hold a single die. To run a tour, place your dice along a path of connected rooms that share a door, that each have an available die slot that matches the die number you've chosen to place. So, like, again, the way that's worded, I feel like
shares a door, yeah.
Well, but my question being, can I backtrack to a room I've already passed? Like, branch off this way? Do I have to branch off the die I just placed, or can it just be all connected? Like, can I backtrack to this other room off to the side? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It seems like it just says along a path of connected rooms. But I don't know if you have to build off of the last die that you placed, and you can't back. Like this does not.
It says you can split your tour in different directions
as long as each die place is connected to a room with a previously placed die. Okay, so the reward for each path is scored separately. Oh, interesting.
Exam.
Well, you can split your tour in different directions, and think. along a single path in your manor will reward you. Okay, so that still doesn't help me. So I see. So I guess, so if I were to do that, let's assume this was a 6 and this down here was a 6. If I went 6, 6, 6, and then 6, it would be a score for this. And that doesn't make any sense. I would actually score more points doing it that way than I would just doing the 4. You know, I think what they're saying is
when
maybe
I had
like
the question of adding a die.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Let's say, and I'm going to zoom in for dramatic effect. So let's say this was let's just clear this out. Are there any 6s over there that I can borrow?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I have 6s. Let's just say I have 4 6s. I have put a 6 here. And there's a 6 here. Now there's a 3, 6, and a 6. If I do that, now can I put a 6 down here? Because this is the last one I placed. Do I have to build it off this way, or can I build it off of it says connected room. This is all connected.
I would say so.
I think so too. The way this is worded, it says you can split your tour in different directions in your manor as long as each die place is connected to a room with a previously placed die. The reward for each path is scored separately. I think what but see, this path is different than this path. So unless they're saying this is a path, and then if I want to put a 6 up here because there were dice here previously, like I put 1, 2, 3, and then a 6 up here because
then score for the 1.
I would score this and then this by itself.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're referring to, but I don't know about this.
I would say
I think this is, I've been doing it. These are all connected via room. That makes sense to me.
I'm thinking of it like the game Awkward Guests, where it has like little arrows that you can like go from room to room, and you can totally backtrack as long as they have little arrows.
Yeah, I just feel like the rule book didn't explain that part of it well enough for me.
There's a little details, little minute details that we really.
But it's a huge issue though. That's going to affect the way you score.
Yeah.
If you scored these paths separately, you'd score like this and this, which is 3 and 3. That's actually more points than scoring 4. If you scored 3 for this path and 3 for this path, that's 5 plus 5 is 10.
Yeah,
scoring 4 is only 9. I think it's intended that this is one entity, and the whole separate path thing is if you place this 6 somewhere else.
Okay.
I think that's what I'm going off of. That makes more sense to me. But anyway, so like aside from a couple of like rule hiccups, I enjoyed this game. It involves dice. I feel like there's a lot more randomness in this game because I didn't see a whole lot of inspiration tokens, but that might be my bad. We weren't outbidding each other. And that's the thing. There's a third place area here for advertising. Anyone here gets an inspiration token. We never fought over this. We were either in first or second. Again, that leads me to think there's got to be some kind of 2-player variant that I'm unaware of.
I didn't even know we were allowed to use this because I thought it was like a 3rd player type of thing.
Well, yeah, you're either going to be first or second.
Yeah.
Why would you ever use this?
Yeah.
This doesn't score you any points. All it does is give you an inspiration token and moves dice this way.
Oh.
That's all it does. It gives you an inspiration token and moves your dice here to the left. That's all it does. And it doesn't score you points. This does. Moving your house to the right does score you points. Okay. So, like, I feel like, again, there should be a 3rd dice color that not only blocks these off in some way, but also makes players fight over these spaces more.
Maybe take out the 2nd player.
No. Then you'd have to win first place. I don't like that idea. You're wrong.
Okay, fine.
You're wrong.
Yeah, I know.
So, like, all in all, I feel like the game is slightly flawed for 2 players, the way the rulebook is. I feel like I would have to come up with some kind of 2-player variant that's not listed anywhere in the rulebook to make this a game make it the game it was intended to be. Let's just say that. But overall, did you like it? Would you play it again?
I like it. I would play it again, but I will say that there are other better games out there that have like the whole tile laying thing and dice. The bidding, you know me, I'm not a fan of bidding, even though there wasn't a whole lot of competitive building in this one.
Yeah.
But if there was, that would probably make me not want to play this again. But I liked it. It was fun.
Okay. All right. Well, that was Dice Manor. This is Vincent Ida Lee. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you all next time. Take care.
Bye, guys.